Hey everyone out there, this is Ken Susi with Fishman and Unearth. We're doing a takeover. Per usual, it's Wednesday, it's 3 o'clock. We always do this every single Wednesday, 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is, because I'm in Boston. Before I get going, I wanted to show you guys something. Just head over to www.fishman.com. If you have any questions about anything that we're talking about today, acoustic, electric, MIDI, amplification, it's all here. Anything that Fishman makes, go over to the site, check it out. I think you'll be pretty happy with what's on there. So today we are broadcasting across the Fishman Facebook, our YouTube, and our Twitch channels, as well as the Unearth Facebook page. And today we have a very special guest. And before I announce who this is, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that I always put your questions up on the screen. I want you to be a part of this conversation today. Honeybee, thank you so much. Everyone for showing up. It's great to see you all here. We love doing this every week. So if you want me to play any type of Unearth songs, or if you want to talk about gear, you want to talk about touring, anything that you want, just hop in and ask a question and we will take it. But I'm very excited to announce my guest, one of my good friends for many years now, Miss Jen Majura. How you doing, Jen?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you? Thanks for having me. Again.
It was a huge buildup, but I was gonna say Jen Majura from Evanescence, but you're much more than that. You're a great cook. You're a great solo musician, right? You have great hair.
I have. Okay, let's talk about my hair, okay? So, the last time we talked, that's like 7 months ago.
Yes.
And our chat ended with you showing this picture, which you're gonna blend in right now. Like, show it. Come on. Come on, do it. Okay. So
that's Jen Majura 1 year ago.
That is me like 7 months ago.
Yeah.
And I was just about to get that haircut. And I had red, like here, the spikes were red, but it grew out already. So I'm sorry, it's not red, but I have a mohawk. It's kind of like, look from the side.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, huh?
It looks just like that from the side. Exactly. So Jen's still killing it with the hair fashion. She's not as red as usual, but it's okay. We're going to allow it.
At least it looks kind of like, yeah.
So tell us a little bit what you've been doing. Last time we talked, I think we were all kind of depressed because COVID just set in. And we were sitting around the house and we were just kind of bummed out that nobody was touring. So what's going on now? I know the U.S. is a lot different than where you are currently right now in Stuttgart, but what's going on over there?
So I don't know about Europe because I had to like stop listening to all this madness a little bit. I try to be safe and sane and happy and healthy. But as of like what happened right after we talked is like we finished the album for Evanescence. And it was really weird because I didn't really feel connected to the band because, of course, they've been gathering in Nashville, recording in the Rock Falcon studios with Nick, and I was here in Germany. Instead of like being with them and writing with them, I received like the finished song, and it's kind of like, well, put something on there. And it felt really, really strange. I had no connection until the album actually came out and I listened to the album. That was the moment of me like connecting with the whole new music and everything. Not during the writing and recording process, weirdly. And I remember there was one song specifically, but it was our latest single called Better Without You. And I got all the stamps, the single stamps for my DAW, and I listened to the song, I put it on headphones, and I'm like, you know what, this song is just perfect the way it is. I don't want to put something on top of that just for the sake of me being part of this. Of course, when we do this whole thing live, I'm going to be like playing the same riffs like Troy, and we're just going to, rock out together. But for the recording, I thought the song, the way they recorded it in Nashville with Nick, it sounded just like so good. So I sent a text to Amy, and I said, "Well, I don't know what to do with this because I think the song is perfect the way it is." And then she said, "Well, sing." And I was like, "Okay, all right, then I'm gonna sing." And that's something that I'm really, really, really proud of because apparently in the history of Evanescence, this is the first album ever where there's other female vocals recorded than other than Amy's. And I sang a lot. Like this opened up this whole thing of background vocals, and I'd say I sang on like 90 up to 95% of the songs I sang background vocals, which makes me really proud as a musician, because that's special to me. Yeah, that was pretty much the recording time for The Bitter Truth. And I mean, come on, I don't want to go through this, but the album did pretty well.
So let me ask though, was the process, I mean, did you guys do this remote? Were you in your own separate studios, or did you guys convene and do it there? Like, how did it go?
No, so Amy and the guys, they gathered together at Nick's studio in Nashville, and they wrote together. They spent time in the same room, and whatever they came up with and recorded, I got the final product. I wasn't part of the actual writing process. In the beginning, we had talks about like, put me in the room on an iPad with like a FaceTime call, and I say, guys, this will not work. What the hell? Just imagine, you're a musician too, so just imagine you have this discussion about like one riff, and you're like, oh, I want it to be more like this. Well, what do you think? And then there's this iPad with a person going like, hello, hi, can I say something? Hello?
Yeah.
I would like to.
My band would have me on mute the whole time.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I have a great idea. Click mute.
Click mute.
Right.
It wouldn't work. So I just got the finished results of what they've been working on and recording. Am I paused?
No. Are you there? Oh, you're paused now. Ooh. Let's see, Jen. Let's see. Jen was actually having some issues with her internet over in Germany. I think there's a big storm, so we will wait for her to call back in. Let's see what happens. So let's go. Sorry, I'm just trying to communicate with her right now. Hold on, everyone. Dead air. Let's see. Hold on one second. Call back. All right, I'm telling her just to call back. All right, while we're all waiting, I'll take some questions here. Let's see. Boom. Oh, here we go. Grunge 2012. Are there any voices in the classic and moderns molded to other modeled on other pickups? That's actually a really good question. Let's Jen's actually calling right back in. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure she's good. Jen, you're back.
I know. I told you we had a lot of thunderstorms these past days.
I was just telling everybody that you're my thunder buddy. We're good.
Thunder buddies! Oh my god, I love Ted. Oh, I love that movie.
Grunge 20. I was taking a question though while you were gone. Grunge 2012 was asking, and this is good because you play classics. Are there any voices of the classic and moderns modeled on the other pickups? And technically, no. Every single set of Fluence has a different set of sounds and a different magnet configuration for the most part. So that's a pretty cool question. Let's see. Oh, check this out. This countdown music is way better than the YouTube ones. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Do you know who is the person who played the intro to the Fishman show, right? Like
no, tell me.
Thomas McLaughlin.
I totally guessed it right. Yay.
You couldn't. Yeah, it was like.
That was amazing music. I liked it.
Yeah, he has very, very slippery hands, as I like to say.
And I like the whammy part with the woo. I like that so much. So cool.
He's a very tasty guitar player. Ooh, let's see. Talk about perfect timing. Just saw Jen's post on Insta about to take over. 2 of the finest bluegrass banjo players doing a takeover is going to be awesome.
Of course, because bluegrass and country is all we do, right, Ken?
Pretty much. I've been playing bluegrass for a while.
Yeah.
That has to be a joke. This is a great question. What's the Pop-Tart of choice today, Kenneth?
Okay, wait. I have to explain this one.
Please do.
Valeria runs my Jen Majura Chile fan club.
Yep.
And Kenneth is a die-hard Evanescence fan who always participates in the live stream, live chats when I do like premieres on YouTube. And he established this thing about Pop-Tarts. So he has all kinds of Pop-Tarts. So everybody goes into the live chat every Saturday at 7 p.m. when I publish a video and goes like, Kenneth, what's the Pop-Tarts? And he has all kinds of flavors. So is Kenneth here?
Kenneth Davis is writing strawberry.
Yes. Strawberry Pop-Tarts. Nice.
I would agree, considering my name is also Kenneth, so I must have a say in this. Strawberry Pop-Tarts are amazing, as well as chocolate, all like straight chocolate. But I got a great story for you. My guitar player, Buzz, when Pop-Tarts first came out, he brought one to school, and his teacher yelled at him and gave him a detention because she wrote him up because he was eating raw pastry in class. She didn't know what it was, and she's like, "It's raw pastry."
No.
So she thought he was eating raw pastry.
Pop-Tarts exist forever. How old are you?
Buzz is probably 43, 44, maybe. So when he was like 10 or 11 or whatever. So if you ever see Buzz, ask him about that Pop-Tart story. Let's see. Grunge is also asking, is voice 2 of the classic and voice 2 of the modern similar? To me, they sounded similar in the music store. I Love Unearth. Yeah.
No, they don't. They sound completely different. And the thing is, if you split the sound, it makes a whole different, like, world to the sound. And I remember that I had this RG450, and before we put the Fishman pickups in there, I was just like, okay, well, it's a normal thing. Like you would, the thing how you see a guitar is like from woo to and that was like how my guitar sounded. And I don't say that this was a bad. I have to be careful. I don't say that this was a bad sound.
Yeah.
But with the Fishman pickups in that RG450, it gave it just so much more opportunities and so much more sound diversity that especially when I opened up. I did the. What are you laughing about? Did you laugh?
No, I was laughing at some of these questions here. They're good.
So I was opening up with Cellogram for the synthesis tour, and we played Kashmir, and that was just like percussion, cello, and guitar. So that was giving me a lot of room to expire like all the different sounds of the pickups, and I totally enjoyed it because I believe like the neck pickups sounded way more bluesy than it normally did, and it was just like I totally do not think that any sound position sounds the same. It's like really separate, different sounds.
Yeah, Jen's totally right. So the way we do these pickups too, and she's totally right with that. Each pickup is like installing a brand new set of pickups in that guitar. So when you switch it from voice 1 to voice 2, it's a completely different set. So when you say,
yeah,
when the question is voice 2 similar to voice 2 of the moderns, they kind of have the same passive characteristics, but you got magnetic differences. One is pole pieces versus blades. You've got different voicings. They're tweaked differently. So Jen knows a lot about this stuff. So it's awesome that you popped in and asked that question. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Mike's here. How you doing? It's Wednesday. Rita's writing that you have Fishman pickups and the Ibanez and love them. That's Jen. That's your choice, right? Of pickup and guitar combination, right?
Well, yeah.
What do you currently play live and stuff? What kind of Ibanez with what kind of pickups?
What do you mean with currently?
Well, when you're playing at home or on tour, not currently like right now, but when you're on the road, what is your go-to guitar?
That's hard to say because I have the Fluence and I have the classics, and they both are super different, sort of like from the characteristic for me, which is beautiful because they give more opportunities sound wise. But for me, like my personal taste is like I like the classics in the RG450. It's just I'm just old school and I like the classics, but I also love that the Fluence in my baritones totally gave me this carefree playing. I don't have to wander around stage finding a sweet spot where I don't have feedback. There's no humming in between. You know, we have like chug riffs. The Evanescence stuff is like dong gong 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 silence.
Yeah, true.
If the silence is not silence, but it's like that sucks ass. I'm sorry for my French, but you know, it's the truth.
Yeah.
So I really, that was my first movement why I made this approach to you and asked you about, could you help me out with those pickups, because Ola
Right.
Englund friend referred me to you, and I was like, okay, if this really solves my problem. It was struggling. You don't want to go on stage and feel insecure.
Right.
You know, that's the biggest thing. You don't want to go on stage and feel insecure. Every stage is different. You have wooden stages, you have big venues, you have small venues,
Right.
and you don't want to be insecure, and you don't want to have to deal with different occasions every single time you go on stage. And if this pickup makes me feel secure about what I'm doing every single time I go on stage, no matter if it's like for 30,000 people or 3,000,
Right.
that is something that is really, really helpful and amazing. And that is what Fishman gave me with those pickups in my guitar. So
Yeah, and it's important too, because no matter what pickup you throw, no matter what Fluence pickup you throw on your guitar, you know that you're getting a consistent sound from guitar to guitar. At least the pickup is accurate, not the
Exactly.
wood of the guitar can change though.
Exactly. And what I first thought was a little bit weird, honestly. I walked by my guitar tech during tour one day, and he was charging all my guitars with little USB plugs. And I was like, this
Yeah.
is playing electric guitar now. Wow. It's like next level shit.
Yeah.
But it's so cool. For my white 450 RG, I have the what do you call it? Like the back plate thing.
Yes, the
That's
universal battery
like
pack.
battery.
Yeah. Yep.
And it didn't fit. I remember it didn't fit. But
Yep.
Mark, my lovely guitar tech, just taped it with fucking duct tape. to
No
the back.
way.
And until this very day, it's taped with white duct tape. And I
A,
love it. It's
a
just so
screw would
rock and roll.
have been fine. Just putting a screw in the back of the guitar would have been okay.
No,
but
it's just so good. I don't want him to change it. It's like rock and roll. I love it.
that is awesome. That's awesome. Well, we have a regular that comes on, shows up to my stream. Reenie's here. She's saying, "Hold up, the time you said you'd get Jen on here, and she has arrived." So that's awesome.
Hello, hi, yay!
I make all dreams come true when it comes to Jen Majura. Whenever it has something to do with Jen Majura, I make all dreams come true. Let's see. Do you plan to do a streaming show with Unearth? No. Currently, we live all in different states, so it's tough to do a live stream, and we're very lazy.
Excuse me. Hello.
Yeah.
My entire band is on another continent. You could totally do that.
Yeah, but you guys make so much money on tour that you have your own spaceship that flies you guys around from show to show. I've seen it.
When we talk about live stream, like you could totally do that.
We could.
Come on.
We could.
I mean, we done a couple of live streams with Evanescence in this whole pandemic, horrible bullshit time. We did Jimmy Kimmel. We did Kelly Clarkson's show. We did Driven to Perform with Alice Cooper, which was
Whoa.
all the time. You know, the cool thing is they gather and they perform together, and by the end of this, we didn't want to make a secret out of it. Like, I'm not in the States because I just can't make it into the States.
Right.
So it's kind of like public that I am in Germany. And the funny thing what happened, what I realized is I was in the studio with my friend Martin, where I also recorded Insanity, my second solo album. And I was in the studio and I put my in-ears in and I started like listening to the music. I closed my eyes and I was playing and singing. And it just felt as if I was with my band. And then the song finishes and you're like, da. And then you open up your eyes and all of a sudden you're like in the middle of an empty, giant, big studio room all by yourself. So it was amazing, but it also kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And I wait to get back together with my band. Really, I just miss the fucking shit out of my friends. Really, it's just insane. If somebody would have told me last time I was in Nashville in February when we recorded the first 4 chunks of songs, and everybody went to the airport and went like, okay, all right, have a safe travel back home, bye bye, buddy. And then this shit happened. If
I
somebody would
know.
have told me that this would happen, I would go like, "What?
I
Yeah,
know.
right." As it.
And it's been like a year, approaching a year and, some change. So it stinks that you haven't seen anybody.
My last Evanescence show was in Russia in
Whoa.
September, on the 26th of September in 2019.
Wow. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Well, you mentioned friends and you mentioned like getting together. You've done a lot of cool things. So one of the best things I like about you is that you're always active online. You do all these cool collabs. Let's talk about some of the collabs that you've been doing, but also you've been doing some type of a secret record, correct?
Well, it's not so secret anymore, but I got the request. He is an agent and booker for, let's say, guitar music. He works with his name is Chris Clairhout, and he is in Asia, and he is literally working with guys like Andy Timmons, Paul Gilbert, Ron Bumblefootthal, Matthias Iya Eklo, and Guthrie Govan, all these kind of guys. And he had this album idea of like him um, producing or writing electronical loops, and he wanted to get like some of his friends and people he worked with and players to work with those kind of electronical loops and turn them into like real functional songs. And I remember I was I was talking to Ron and I was talking to Ia about this, and they both been like, "Wow, it's really struggling. It's amazing, but it's struggling. It's like it's a challenge." And that moment, I remember I received an email from Chris, and I said, "Oh, me now too." And it turned out to be like, for me personally, a very interesting experience because I was pushed out of my comfort zone, because the electronical loops that he programmed, I would have never programmed it the way he did. So I had to deal with it and like make it work together with what I would think would be a great idea. And when I saw the honestly, when I saw the other players' names, I was like, I have to do this. I'm the only girl on this record. It's gonna be released. It's called Anywhere Door. It's going to be released on July 30th on Bandcamp. You can pre-order it already. And it has some of the most amazing, beautiful human beings and players on it. It's like Guthrie Govan plays one track, Matthias Ia Eklund plays one track, Jack Gardner plays one track, Ron Bumblefootthal, Perry Nilsson, and so many amazing players. And I was just like so honored that I can be part of that. So I had to say yes.
That's
But the
that's kind of like
struggle.
I have a question about that too because I played a band for years, like 20 years, and you get stuck in the same kind of rotation with the guys and writing songs and stuff. But when you're in a scenario like that with such, like, as I call them, like how high powered or super musicians, including yourself, how's the communication? How is the communication? How is like the song structure? Like, how do you guys sort out all the parts and stuff? Is it pretty free form, or is it like very like to the book?
No, okay. So the thing was, we received all these electronical loops, right? And we were free to edit and cut and copy paste and whatever we want to do. So there were elements where I'm just like chopping up everything and just like trying to push it to different directions. And there were parts where I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty badass. And I left it. So we were able to like edit the whole electronic loop thing. We got the single stems and we were like allowed to work on it. And like I said, I talked to Guthrie, I talked to Ron, I talked to Ia. Just today, talked to Jack about it, like Jack Gardiner. And I think we all were like pushed out of our comfort zones, because when you write for yourself, you write what's comfortable for you. Even if you reach a point where you're like, "Ooh, this is hard," but it's still your comfort zone. And this was just like something completely out of my personal comfort zone, like electronical loops. And I was like, what am I gonna do? And I even got that crazy that I put my budgie cookie on it. So the song is called Guacamole, but I have Cookie say chicken wing on so my
Amazing.
budgie did. So yeah, it turned out to be really interesting and really nice. And I'm very proud of it, and I'm especially proud of it to be considered to be among these players. Like
Yeah.
this is not normal. It's like these are some of the players I think of the most highest of ever, and I'm allowed to be on an album with them. So that's
Yeah,
really cool.
high profile musicians. That's the stuff, the high profile stuff. That's what you got to do.
Them, yeah, them, and me, Doris.
Yeah, you're high profile. Come on. You can't have rooster hair and not be high profile. That's what I'm saying.
I try.
We have a lot of people popping in now just saying hi. So hello everyone. I
Hello,
love
hi, are you guys?
I
Hi.
love this question, and I never put anything like this on the screen, but do you smoke
What?
ganja?
What's ganja?
Like marijuana. It's pretty funny. That's awesome.
No, actually, okay. So last time we talked about booze. Now this time let's talk about smoking weed. What happens with me when I smoke weed or I try is I inhale, and the minute I exhale, I pass out.
Okay.
And I remember one time on the bus, Amy and well, actually Josh, Amy's husband, he didn't believe me, and Amy and Beth, they've been aware of what happens, so they gave me a doobie. I was like, okay, I'm proving it to you. So I can't. I just can't. I pass out. I can't even be close to people smoking weed. So I do not do that.
I,
This is just me. I'm sorry. This is me all the time. I don't smoke any.
I'm a lot like you. I don't really partake too much either, but it's like, I have a lot of energy that like beyond any type
Right?
any other substance. Alcohol sometimes enhances my personality.
Enhances my personality. Very nice.
Oh, so Henning wants Jen to say hello to my little birds Emmett and Todd.
Oh God, no! I'm not doing this again. I did that already on Henning's channel. What the hell are you doing? Okay, ready? Get your screenshot. Can it
Okay.
look nice? Can you wave or just be perfect? Okay, get ready. Screenshot. Emmett and Todd, hi.
There you go.
Thing.
There you go.
Okay.
Kissing
Bye bye.
babies, making sure things rock. Everyone's laughing. All right. All right. Any project in process for the near future? Jen Majura, new solo album, something on 11.
To be honest, I wrote one song in 2020. I realized,
Me
honestly,
too. Me
I,
too.
I I realized like there's no input in my life. Like, what am I fucking write about? Like my couch blues or something. So, honestly, I wrote one song, and okay, I'm gonna talk about the. I want to talk about the lyrics of my one song that I wrote. It's called Testicles. And the chorus line is, let me live inside your testicles to recreate my existence. Let me crawl back to your uterus and define me new. I actually sent Devin Townsend a text message and said, "Hey, I got inspired by you, and I wrote a song called Testicles, and I sent it to him." I never heard back from him again, but I guess he appreciated it.
He probably put it out already.
Yeah, probably.
He took your lyrics, ran with it, made a 3-part
Yeah.
trilogy.
Yeah, but to answer the question, I didn't really feel inspired, and it took me some time to realize that it's okay to not feel inspired, and I know that inspiration will hit me and come back as soon as there's stuff happening in my life.
Yeah.
But as long as there's nothing happening, what am I supposed to write about? It's like, and it's okay. It's really okay. Everybody who goes like, I'm so fucking productive. I'm writing my fifth and sixth and seventh solo album right now. No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're not.
I'm
It's
with I'm
just
with you. I was on vacation during the the
yeah,
COVID
me too.
pandemic.
I was on vacation. I learned how to cook way more complicated recipes. I'm knitting a beautiful blanket. I spend a lot of time with my little budgie. I bought a drone. Learned how to fly the
Whoa.
drone. Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's okay. It's okay. It's not only because we're not touring that why everybody expects us to be like fucking productive. It's just that's just not how it goes. It's not like only because we have time at home we're gonna shit out albums. It's not how musicians work.
Musicians
And
sometimes need to like live their life, and then you come back and then you write based off the things that you've lived.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You need the input in your life to get some, like, create your output for, musical content. But if your input is the couch, hey, you got a guitar there. Don't you want to play something?
Nah, my hands are broken today.
No,
We
no,
have.
no, no. Want to play something?
Well, you want me to play?
Can't you play? Can't you play some Evanescence?
Oh, I wish I could. I don't have that type of skill.
Oh shit! Come on.
If honestly, to be totally honest with you, I was gonna learn a song and play it because I knew you didn't have a rig at your place. So I was like, oh, I should learn an Evanescence song and just play it on, since you're there. But I got lazy and I did not do it. So
Did you look into one specific song?
I would have played your hit.
Bring Me to Life. You
Yeah.
got this. Come on, you got this. It's E, then it's G, then it's D.
But I'm tuned up to F sharp. I'll never figure that out. It's impossible.
F-sharp?
Yeah.
Why are
Oh,
you in F-sharp?
so we play. We used to play in standard tuning, but we
Is
decided
that a 7-string? I can't
This is-
see. Is that a 7?
this is a 7-string guitar. So we used to tune to standard, right? And then we ended up deciding that we wanted to play in drop tune. So these are this is B, F sharp, F sharp. Yeah, and it's tuned up a step. Isn't that crazy?
Well, I shouldn't say it's crazy because we with Evanescence deal with a lot of tunings as well, but
It was weird because we were influenced to write like different type of riffs like with it in drop tuning versus in standard. So the hard part was transcribing all the old stuff. Having such you know how it is, like you have muscle memory when you're playing live, and then like you switch tunings, so then you like go to grab all the wrong frets at all the all the wrong times.
no,
So-
I never do that. Never, ever. I never do.
We were because like we were like, all right, cool, everything's different now, and then we just start playing things in the wrong place, and then we're like, oh yeah, we're in a different tuning. So this is fun. My band's a lot. My band's fun. We have a lot of fun. But here's a question from Rita. Jen, what is your favorite Evanescence song to perform live?
She does that only to bug me. I know it exactly. Because there are a couple of questions, and I joke with my fan club admins about this. And I'm like, get the good questions out there, not the shitty ones. And the shitty ones would be like, how did you get the gig with Evanescence? What's it like to be in a band like Evanescence? What's your favorite song to play live? Everybody knows that. There's this thing called the internet, and you can go there and look shit up.
So yeah, so Jen's not answering the question.
But, okay, wait. But maybe there's a quite like a little chance that it might change because we have new songs now. We have a new album out since March, so maybe
Your favorite's gonna change.
it could happen. I don't know yet because we've never played the album live. So far, my favorite song was "Disappear," but maybe it could be replaced by "Better Without You" because I just love the heavy riffing in that song, and who knows? I don't know yet. I'll have to figure out as soon as we play the tour in November, December.
So let me
With
ask.
Hailstorm.
Oh, okay, with Hailstorm. Oh yeah. So that tour's in December. Where are you going to?
Everywhere in the States. I think we are literally all over the place, and yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
can't wait. Production rehearsals start at the end of October or something, and so we're booked for November until like 18th of December or something, and we're playing all over the States together with Hailstorm. We have great venues. We are pretty much like gonna open up the do the first show at the YouTube Arena Theater Stadium in LA. I don't know. This is pretty cool. The tickets just got on sale, so get your tickets. Come on
Nice.
out. And yeah, it's cool.
So Jen, you started something here, and I'm seeing it in the. This is why I'm laughing. So check this out.
Now,
So Pop-Tarts came out in the 90s, I think. So that Reader's writing that, which is cool. But I'm going to let you blow someone's mind right now. Rini, longtime viewer, we don't have Pop-Tarts over here. I believe she lives in the UK. What are they made of? She has no idea what a Pop-Tart is.
Okay, I know what Pop-Tarts are, but
Yeah.
I never had one, honestly.
Oh, you've never
We
eaten
have
one?
one. No, no, no. We have them on the tour bus because I don't know, Troy or Tim, they love those, but I never had one.
Nice. Well,
It's literally like these pastries, and you heat them up, and they're filled with something, something, right?
right, right.
It's
It's like there's
like
like
dough stuff.
jam or jelly or not like, thin layer of like chocolate or strawberry, and it's just pastry with
Right.
like frosting. Oh my, it's delicious. It's delicious. Actually, Fishman, we have
Oh
like
God,
a
what do
vending
we have
machine. Well, no, we have a vending machine, and I always walk up to like an employee's always like, going to buy something, and I said, okay, let's just change your thought, right? Let's change your thoughts right now. We're locked in Fishman for 48 hours, and you only have $1, and you can't break through this machine. You need to buy one survival item, and there's usually like nuts. There's ramen noodles. There's like, what I mean, chocolate bars and all that. My go-to is a Pop-Tart because I feel like you get two in a package and you can eat one each day.
Wait, Ken, I was at your place. Like, where was that machine? You haven't, you didn't show it to me.
I don't think I took you through the kitchen, but yeah, we have a nice big
What?
kitchen with a vending machine.
You missed the kitchen, and I haven't seen your kitchen.
You have not. Next time you're at Fishman, I'm buying you Pop Tarts, and you're gonna eat them. We're
Okay.
gonna eat them together.
And we do a live stream about this, eating my first Pop Tarts ever.
Yeah,
Hmm?
we'll pop on the
Yep.
Fishman live for 4 seconds just to tell everybody how delicious they are, just to remind
Hmm.
everybody. They'll have already forgotten, but we will not. So, oh, Travis Larson popped in. Jen called and reminded me. Haha, I was on time. So he's saying hi.
The thing is, Travis is always late.
I He's been pretty
You know,
punctual
and,
with me.
no, 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 wait, wait. Here's the fucked up thing. He's always late for my Saturday 7 p.m. Central European YouTube premieres. Always. He's
Ooh.
always late. But he's always super early for all the other premieres.
Oh, so
So
the
I'm
ones
like,
that he wants to do, that he likes, he's on time for.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, Travis, you have an opportunity to explain yourself. We'll be here. Let's see. Now that the music festivals are confirmed, concert dates on the horizon, have you noticed some changes in the way you approach to create music, get back in stage shape, music-wise, the whole nine? What do you think?
Really good question. Um, I am literally approaching to play actually in 2 days, Friday. I'm gonna be at the Area 53 Festival in Austria, and I am booked to host the festival, like, to announce the bands, which are all friends. Like, this is gonna be fantastic, and I'm gonna do a vlog about it, meeting all my friends and everything. But I am so far scheduled to play a song with my friends of the band Epica. And I've been friends with Simone, the singer, forever, like for such a long time. And it's a kind of like, and I talked to a couple of musicians about this. It's a sort of like anxiety instead of like excitement. When you feel like, hey, you got this show booked, you should feel excitement. But what you feel is anxiety about like, oh my God, I have been away from this life for so long, and I am a little terrified that I won't do a great job, that I won't be able to focus, I won't be able to headbang. The most easiest and most stupid stuff, and it's it's a real thing happening, and it's not happening to just me. It's happening to a lot of people. Some of them also like when canceling shows in the middle of it. I will not do this because I'm gladly that it's just one song, but I feel as if it's kind of like, oh my God, I hope they don't see this right now. I feel like this is musical suicide. The first time ever on a festival stage with a band that you have never even jammed with, without any rehearsal, without any sound check, with probably a horrible sound because it's a festival, playing a song that you've never played. This is just me. I'm like jumping into the extremes to just get myself comfortable. But it's definitely a different approach, and hearing about upcoming tour plans and schedules is is different, as you just don't jump into it like being super happy and super excited and like, oh, this is amazing. You're more like, oh my God, will I be able to do this? And of course I'm going to be able to do this because that's what I've been doing my entire life. But I think it's important to mention, and also mention to a lot of other musicians that have been on set on pause for like the past 1.5 years, that it's okay to feel like that, because we adapted to the situation of being at home, used to doing nothing, used to, the live stream stuff. I got great at video editing. Awesome. Yeah. Some of my friends got awesome with 4K cameras and live streams. Great. So we adapted to the situation that was given to us due to the whole pandemic situation. And now we have to adapt back to what our life was before that. And it can cause some anxiety and yeah, just like, being uncomfortable with, out of a sudden, trying to hop back into what used to be like super normal for us. And yeah, we'll see.
I like that you answered it that way, because there's some musicians out there that have a carefree attitude, but real musicians, I feel, the ones that play the best, like, even though it may look effortless to you being in the audience, I think it's like, it's cool that you still feel the jitters of like, oh, I haven't played in a while and gotta make sure I do
Yeah,
this right. And there's a lot to be said for that. So I really
of course.
respect
But
that.
when you want to when you perform on stage, you want to give your listeners and your audience the best experience. And then you, of course, after a year and a half not doing any of that, you get this feeling deep inside of you. Am I just going to be entertaining enough? Am I just going to be able to remember all that? Am I going to be good enough? And all that just creeps into your, while you actually should be excited about the announcement of tour dates.
Right.
But I guess it's just human. And again, talking about our latest album, The Bitter Truth, it's all about being human and accepting, little tiny things that are not flawless. It's very important to do that, because we live in this very fast pacing Instagram filter, I'm so perfect world. And I believe that we all need to go back to be humans again at some point, like with that, skip the fucking filters, first of all. I mean, you all look like fucking freaks. And
Oh, come
then
on.
just,
I think I look good.
yeah, your ears are beautiful.
The duck lips and the red ears. I look good. Sorry, everyone. Jen was
No, but
making fun of me before the live stream because I went to the gym and I came back and my ears are still red. So there you go.
are they still red? So
Eh,
your
they're cool.
ears
They're cooling off. They're cooling off.
getting better, right?
Yeah.
Been fucking purple.
So let me ask
I'm
you a
saying a
question.
lot of fuck. I'm sorry, I use the F word so much.
It's okay. We all swear. But listen, let's talk about wrong things. So I've been like stalking you and looking through your mail, and I recently just saw that there was a letter from Mr. Steve Vai that arrived to your house. I didn't have the balls to open it up, but what's going on with that? What happened?
So there's two things.
Yeah.
The first thing is that I wrote to Steve and said, listen, your Pia is going to be on the Jimmy Kimmel show. And that song is played on it's actually, I shouldn't even say that. The song is played on a baritone, like a seventh string or a baritone in drop A sharp, I believe. But I so wanted to push the beautiful white Pia Ibanez guitar that I have, that I said to Steve, like, listen, I'm gonna play the Pia on the Jimmy Kimmel show. And I think we did, I can't remember. Was it Wasted on You or was it Better Without You? I don't remember. But anyway, it's a song that is not played on a normal E to E tuned six string guitar. It's a baritone track, like a seven string track. And I just still played the Pia for the video. I recorded it with the right guitar, but I played it for the video, and I sent Steve that email and said, hey, listen, you might want to check out Jimmy Kimmel. Because I'm playing your beautiful Pia guitar, and I just wanted to let you know how much I love that guitar. And he sent me an email back, and he's like, cool, I'm gonna check it out. And I was like, oh my God, freaking out a little bit. And the second thing that happened is actually today, like as we speak, in Colorado, that white Pia that I played for the Jimmy Kimmel show, I
Yeah.
put it apart. Like I had just a neck and just a body, and like put all the metal parts away from that guitar
Yeah.
because David Bonvilla, he's like the custom shop guitar paint job god of Steve Vai.
Mm-hmm.
He apparently is likes me, and he
Nice.
offered one of my guitars. How do you say no to that,
You
right?
don't say no to that. Not at all.
Say no to that. And yeah, so I sent it to Colorado, and it just arrived today, actually today. So this guitar is gonna be like black, blue, purple, and the biggest badass part of it, it's gonna glow in the dark.
Nice. We should get you some Steph Carpenter signature series pickups because they have a glow in the dark Fluence line on.
Oh my God, really?
They do. They do.
Can we talk?
We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk.
We're talking now, but we will talk.
We will talk for real.
Simon's asking a quick question. Do you prefer in-ears or wedges on stage?
Oh my God. By now, honestly, I prefer in ears because it gives you such a clear and different sound. Like you can play different. Back in the days when I played in my AC/DC tribute band, wedges, completely wedges. I also believe it has to do with the kind of music that you play and the show, like the production, the size of the production you do. So if you're like in a little band, like rocking out garage shows and playing some AC/DC and Motorhead and stuff, don't go for in-ears. That will ruin the energy. But if you are playing like a big organized production show, I think in-ears can really, really make you comfortable because you're able to walk wherever you want to walk and you always have the same sound. So it gives you a little bit more of like a comfort push. So it has to do with what kind of show it is.
That's awesome. I agree. I agree with you because if you're wearing in-ears and you have a Marshall stack behind you and it's turned to 10, nothing's gonna. You're not gonna hear anything but your Marshall stack. Exactly. Yeah, you're gonna go deaf for sure. Let's see what other questions we have here. We have about 5 minutes left. So any questions
Oh
that you
shit,
have for
really?
Jen? Oh yeah, we're moving and shaking over here. Let's see. Oh, cool. This is cool. 8 a.m. Thursday morning here in New Zealand. I've not been able to
Hi,
sleep
New
yet in summer.
Zealand. Hey,
That's-
Benjamin. Oh, hi.
You know Benjamin?
Yes, of course. I know almost everybody who you put up here. Like, they're
Ooh.
all in my live chat every Saturday when I publish a video at 7 p.m. Central European time. That would be what time at your place? 1 p.m.? 1 p.m. your time. Yeah, you have to join the live premieres, Ken. It's
I
a
would
good,
love to.
good crowd of strawberry people. I'm going to send you the next link so you have to join.
Oh, I would love to, and I'll do embarrassing stuff per usual. All right, my question is, could you give me a virtual hug, please?
Yes! Hi!
You just got genned, big time, big hug. My question is, can you teach me how to be a great guitar player like you? I think it's gonna take time.
That takes time, but Rita, you are on the best way. You are so passionate and beautifully developing new skills and getting better, and your toning got better, and I watch all of your getting better progress. So just keep doing what you do and you're gonna be fucking fabulous.
Good, and you just got a positive review. Jen gives the best hugs. I would agree. I would agree. It's you got a 4 out of 5 stars. Actually, 4.5 out of 5.
My very best. I tried.
It's 5 stars when you're actually in person and can receive a real Jen hug, but that was about a 4.5 out of 5. I need to know who I have to sacrifice in order to get an original Jen socks.
Why is everybody so fucking obsessed with my socks? Like, I did that for my crowdfunder and I put out 2 perks, hand knitted socks. And
Whoa,
that
you
was
made them?
I made them, yeah. And I asked the 2 people who got the perk, and I was like, okay, what kind of size? And I knitted the socks. and it was all over the news. Instead of talking about my new album, people only talked about the socks. What the hell, people?
It's on like Lamb Goat, Blabbermouth, like Metal Injection,
Yeah,
like
honestly, it was on Blackmouth, and
Yeah.
they talked about the handmade socks. So I don't know.
Because
It
that's
was
news. Your record means nothing to it's
No.
secondary to the socks.
It's just the socks. The socks are the real deal. So if I do my next crowdfunder, I'm just gonna put out like hand knitted socks. This is gonna be what? Rolling Stone Kerrang? Come on.
Yeah, exactly. If you make a jacket, if you knit a jacket, then that's it. You're in the Rock Hall.
Well,
So-
I'm making a blanket right now, but that's it.
Make a
not-
blanket with just my face in the center. I'll pay you top dollar.
You wanted a sweater the last time we talked with your face on it. And that. No,
Can
no,
you make me can you make Mark a sweater
No.
with my face on it?
No. Listen, the only thing I could do is like make socks for you with, I don't know. Are you a Patriots fan?
I am a Patriots fan, but I want
Right?
I want you to give a gift to Mark so he has to wear it when he sees me. Mark is Jen's tech, and he's a fantastic human being. But it would be so great
Yes.
to see him with a full-fledged like cartoon Ken Susi face sweater that's like flesh colored. It'd be so amazing. And he'd
This
be
is
like,
not how I- This
Well,
is,
he-
this is not how I wanted to end this talk. Like,
No.
this is all weird now.
I
Can we
know,
talk
I know.
about the fact that I'm traveling to Austria tomorrow.
Ooh, what are you
I
doing in
am
Austria?
I am booked to be the host for a festival called Area 53, and I'm gonna announce bands for the first time. I have never done that, which is, I don't know. Shall I prepare myself for that or not, or just go like, "Hey, here they are"? I don't know. And
Do you watch American like UFC Ultimate Fighting?
Yeah.
Watch
No.
okay, if you don't, go watch it on YouTube and watch the announcer how he announces everybody on the ring, like getting to the ring.
Here we go.
Exactly.
Awesome. The next band is.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I can't do that. Anyway, so I'm booked as a host for the festival, and all the bands are just gonna be friends. There's gonna be so many friends, and I'm doing a nobody knows that yet. You heard it here first. I'm gonna do an EMP Instagram takeover on Friday, and an Ibanez Germany Instagram takeover on Saturday. So I'm gonna be super busy the whole time and announcing bands. So
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. I will give you a piece of advice. So when I Unearth played Ozfest in 04, and then we got asked back to be second stage headliner in 06, I got asked to be a Battle of the Bands whatever judge, but I figured I was on a panel. It was just me, and there was 3 concerts, and I had to like hang out and talk to people and pick a band. So like there was some really great bands, but I would advise to never do that, because like even if there's like 2 or 3 good
You're
bands,
an asshole.
you
No
turn
matter
into the
what you
asshole
think,
by the end
you're
of the night. Yes.
asshole.
Yeah. I picked a band that was like appropriate for the show, and then like the second place band, which was really good. Then the like parents are coming over to me and being like, you're a jerk, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, they were great.
I don't have to judge any bands. All I'm doing is announcing friends, and I can't wait to do that because I miss that live scene. I miss gathering with people, with friends, that festival atmosphere. I miss it, and I'm really curious how it will be, because it's like limited to like 5,000 people, I believe.
Yep.
And also crossing borders from Germany to Austria. I don't know what's it going to be like. So it's going to be like a big adventure.
That's awesome. Valeria is agreeing with me. Oh yeah, UFC is the way to go as a host. So do your research. That guy, and just to let you know, the guy who does that announcing makes $1 million every single event. So he's doing much better than us.
You fucking shitting me, really?
Just to get
No.
up there for like
What?
6 people and be like, and no, he gets paid $1 million
I have to get my game up and like practice how to do that. This is like a side career for me now.
He has an in though. So I'm talking about UFC specifically, but the guy who does boxing, I think it's boxing. Let's Get Ready to Rumble. That guy, you've heard that, right?
Let's get ready to rumble.
So he makes more money, but his little brother who's older, but he does the UFC stuff. So he's like, he has the same voice.
It's his brother?
It's his brother.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. So you need to become brothers with him, or sister to him, yeah, you need a gig. Announcing. I'm messing up all the genders.
Wait. Let's see how I do my host job and my like announcing bands job on the weekend, and then.
Ready? Announce me.
We're in Austria right now. Like you can come there to the festival, the Area 53, and judge me and go like, "Hey Jen, you did a shitty job."
Let's practice before we go. It's 4:00. We gotta let Jen go, but let's end this on a high note. Let's pretend that Ken Susi, the solo artist, is hitting the stage right now at this festival. How are you announcing me? What are you doing?
I would totally go like, okay, wait,
I'm walking to the stage. I'm pretending to walk.
Okay. Here, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Mr. Amazing, Mr. Badass. Give it up for Mr. Ken Susi.
And right there is where my guitar tech forgot to put the batteries in my guitar and my strings fall off.
What did I do? Not too bad, huh?
You did awesome.
That was exciting.
You're ready. You're ready. Yeah, everyone, we're going to end it here. Thank you so much. There were so many questions that we couldn't get to, but everyone is just showing so much love here. We at Fishman love that you play Fishman products. We love that you come on here and you talk to. Yeah, your audience shows up. You have a devoted fan base. It's absolutely awesome. Jen, you're always the best. No matter what you do, it's always great. So we love you. Thank you so much for showing up here today.
Thank you guys so much, and you all have a great morning, noon, afternoon, evening, night.
All right, everybody. I'm here every Wednesday, 3:00 Eastern Standard Time, 3 to 4. So just show up, and we'll do another live event next time. Bye.